The origin of the Earth was in the Hadean Eon. Then we have two eons more, Archean and Proterozoic. All three form the Precambrian stage. Then we have another supereon called Phanerozoic. It has three eras, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic, were the development of human beings.
As we said before, the Precambrian is divided in the Hadean, Archean, and Proterozoic. The Phanerozoic is divided in the Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic. Now we're going to talk about the evolution of the Earth.
On the first stage, the Earth was created, but it was a total volcanic activity. Over the time, oceans and rocks were created in a periodinia. It activated the period of extreme glaciation known as snowball Earth that gave rise to Pannotia. Pannotia had a short duration. In this period, the first mountains were created. The movements that formed Pannotia continued, producing their dislocation and creating Pangaea. This supercontinent was destroyed because of the meteorites, and this gave rise to the actual continents that we know.
We will start with the Precambrian. On this first stage, we have the appearance of the first complex life forms. On the first eon of that stage, the Hadean, we have the origin of the Earth. On the Archean, the second one, appeared the first single-celled organisms, and the appearance of the multicellular organisms took place on the Proterozoic. The guide fossils of that era are the stromatolites. On the second stage, the eon named Phanerozoic, we have a huge explosion of life, but also the most important extinctions. On the first era, the Paleozoic, we have the appearance of plants, fish, and amphibians. The first three mass extinctions took place here. The guide fossils of that age are the trilobites. The second era is the Mesozoic, and we have the manifestation of gymnosperm plants, mammal, and bird groups. At the middle of the era appeared the first flowering plants. The last two mass extinctions took place on that age, and the dinosaurs disappeared. The guide fossils are the ammonites. The last era of that eon is the Cenozoic. On that era appeared angiosperm plants, mammal, and bird groups that survived the last mass extinction. On that era, human species emerged, and at the middle of it we have the development of human beings. The guide fossils are the Nammulites.
The first hominids emerged in the Cenozoic. The evolution of the genus Homo gave rise to several species, such as Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and Homo neanderthalensis, which eventually become extinct. The only species from this genus which evolved is our own, Homo sapiens.
Where do we come from? We have three different theories to talk about the origin of life. The first one is the theory of spontaneous generation proposed by Aristotle. This theory says that life comes just from the nothing, just like that, spontaneously. The second one is panspermia. This theory says that we are cosmic matter, that we come from outer space. This theory was proposed by Anaxagoras in the 5th century. Well, actually, it is considered more a hypothesis rather than a theory. The third theory is the Oparin-Haldane theory. This theory says that we come from a primordial soap that is a large amount of dissolved organic compounds. Here you have a picture of all four scientifics.